In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the vegetable knife. Some of the features that make the vegetable knife stand apart in the chopping knife world is that it has a very flat point. This is nice when it comes to several different cutting techniques that I'll show you here in just a moment. Also, we have a very flat blade where most of that blade is coming in contact with the cutting surface. This makes chopping, dicing, and mincing a breeze. Also, we have a very wide blade, which makes scooping and moving incredibly simple. Let me show you a couple of techniques that I like to use at home. As you can see, the veggie cleaver allows you to be very in line with the cutting board. Also, no tip here. So what's really cool about this is allowing you to actually, without a tip, be able to slide the knife rather than having that tip catch in and jab into the board. So it makes quick work, almost food processor-like cuts on things like potatoes, sweet potatoes, apples, and so on. Also, what's great about this knife is it just gives you a lot of that wide, flat cutting angle into the board. So remember, with this knife, we're going to be predominantly using that locomotive cut and the rock cut. So again, with the locomotive cut, it's going to make very simple in-contact cuttings with the cutting board. We also have that rock cut, which is again great if you're trying to make something smaller. Again, typically more for like a salsa or a sauce or a dressing. So right here we just went down to a regular chop, and we're gonna put our fingertips on the blade here and just move back and forth. I also like how wide this blade is, and in this case where I'm gonna clean up my cutting board, I'm gonna be able to fit almost all of that onto the knife and transfer that to the fry pan, to the soup bowl, to, in this case, my trash bowl. I really like this knife for herbs and spices. One of the best things you could do is use that knife and really just shave off those greens so you don't have to have all those different stalks in there. Shaving the leaves off also retains a lot of the leafiness rather than squishing it or really dulling them out. Now what we like to do at home is actually pinch both sides, and with this knife you can actually that rock motion. If you're really more comfortable with it, you can actually even cross cut here. Lastly, I'm going to show you this with some garlic. With here, I always like to cut off that little butt part that's holding all the garlic together, and using the flat of that knife to really break it up out of that shell. And that came out very simply there. Again, with the wide of the knife and using my fingers as a claw, I'm able to make quick work of that garlic and add it to whatever meal is waiting. Scoop and move. I hope you got some good value out of this video, and if you did, make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. We want to hear from you. What do you love using the vegetable cleaver for? What questions do you have about this that we haven't answered? Drop them in the comment section below. We look forward to seeing you in the next video, and until then, remember, it's not the food that you serve that matters most, it's who you share it with.